Hey guys, Harp here, bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Playing for today's morning in the north, we've got Moon playing as Night Elf and going for the Demon Hunter first. A bit of AOW creeping on this camp with the Lightning Shield. Yes, I'll feed some in the south playing as Undead. We've got 120. He's going for the Death Knight. We are on Amazonia, and this match, oh, nicely done there, starting up the Lightning Shield creeping himself. This match is from the WGL quarterfinals.
Are under attack.
So high stakes action. Out of the group stages now. And the item here is going to be the ring. Demon Hunter picks up gloves, so pretty strong item for him there. You sometimes see on this map like a wisp come in, try pull the aggro, interrupt the lightning shield creeps. Kind of similar to how the Acolyte did a little bit of harassment over here. But not on this occasion, not for Moon. He does go to the trouble of chasing down the Acolyte all the way for the kill. Taking a look at the tick speeds, very, very similar. And now going for the Cobalt camp. Bit of harass, Demon Hunter trying to get rid of all of that mana on the Death Knight. Spins the coil there, just to get rid of the last of it. But I'm not giving up on this Cobalt camp. Picks off that one. Now putting some more damage onto the Demon Hunter. We've got two archers over here. Third one about to join in. Demon Hunter really putting a lot of damage onto the Death Knight, but this is where that Ring of Protection actually works in his favor. Sometimes considered a bit of a meme item, but on this particular engagement, it is working a treat for him. Takes out the second Cobalt as well. Going after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter getting very, very low here. Very low. Ooh, I think that was a slight mistake there by Moon sticking around for that long. Now the Demon has to pull back. Archer's coming back in. Maybe going to try steal the experience. Take a look at the Death Knight. Death Knight does secure it. And Moon pulling back for the healing.
Under attack.
Oof. Pull back a little bit too far there. And back in action, but overall a pretty good creep so far. Picks up the boots on the Death Knight. Somewhat uncommon, unless you're going for the Naga Seeker, and then you put the boots on the Naga. Very good for chasing down units. Wow! Awesome surround there from 120s. Even got the dust as well. Picked that up while he picked up the boots. And that results in an archer kill. Very, very impressed with his early game so far. Dropless got to complete the tech. Going to be at Halls of the Dead very shortly. What's kind of the option? Is it going to be a super fast tick up? Is he going to go for fast try hero? Maybe he's going to stick around on tier 2 a little bit longer. Okay, Naga picked up for Moon. And same story over here. Naga getting chased down.
A player's
bit of trouble.
Are under attack.
And 120 maybe looking for the surround. He's got the boots still on the Death Knight. Didn't transfer them over to the Naga. Bit of blocking by the sheep. He didn't capitalize on that, and his own Naga does get away. Oh, but does take another mana burn. Transfers the boots over to the Naga Sea Witch now. And going for the surround on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter bring himself into this corner, but stun from the Rock Golem. And oh no, two ghouls over here and snared and slowed now. Oh, and the Naga's in some trouble too. Did transfer the ring over to her as well, making her a bit more durable. But yeah, one ghoul did go down there. He's going to lose a second to the creeps. Ouch. That was really good for Moon. I thought he was about to get surrounded, and he completely turned it around. Two ghouls going down in the process. I'm going for some creeping over here. Same Cobalt camp. 120 finished earlier, and look at this. Wisp scouting here from Moon. Gets the detonate. No more mana for you. Heroes coming across to harass while the archers complete the camp with the assistance of the AOW, going after the ghoul here. And going now for this ghoul. Might even get it. Oh, slight miss micro from 120, sending it back, and probably would have lost it anyway, but not guaranteed. So a slight micro error from him there, but overall a decent early game. 120, but this is a greedy one. I can't believe he's going for this camp. Moon, oh, Moon coming around from the rear. And the Naga Sea Witch goes down, and one ghoul goes down as well. Is he going to pick up the second one? Nope, he just had enough mana for the coil. So he's going to be able to save that, but that was really bad for 120. I can't believe he tried to creep this camp with the heroes that were just harassing him. It's a short distance away. Yeah, very, very surprising. And with that, Moon takes a pretty big lead. Looks like he's also going to pick up level 3 on the Demon Hunter here, which means that Death Knight's going to have a lot of trouble having any mana. Just constantly going to be hit by that level 2 mana burn. Might find a little bit of time to go for this small Murloc camp while we see Moon with the Ancient of War going for the expansion position. And Tree of Eternity about to complete. Black Citadel is already complete though for 120 and picking up the Lich. Starting to see a few Fiends in the mix for 120. So you got 5 ghouls at the moment. Could lose quite a lot of ghouls. With 5 ghouls, I don't know, probably not worth going for Ghoul Frenzy, right? Those ghouls that he lost. Don't think it really stacks up in terms of cost. Still though, they're doing some pretty nice damage to the demon, forcing him away. Okay, scroll the beast on the Naga Sea Witch, not terribly useful. And coming into Creepjack over here. 120 on the run. Demon Hunter with the rejuve. Oh, going after the Fiend. Spends the Forked Lightning. Oh, but the Nova onto the Demon Hunter. He's taking a lot of damage. Lich with the Orb. Oh, but another rejuve. Trying to save the day. And it does. No destroys up yet to suck that up. And looking to complete this camp. Moon
a player's
peeling
forces
off.
are under attack.
We're going to go for the merchant camp. And we're with the experience lead so far. Did he get one of mana stealing? Decent. Sometimes, you know, you can steal a little bit of mana. It'll add up to a coil with some natural regeneration. Can be helpful when facing down the mana burn. Now I'm going for the camp down here. Good wizards, rune braces, decent. I'm coming in for the Creepjack, looking for the Fiend to start things off. A couple bears in the mix as well. That Fiend looks destined to fall. One archer going down, but he does get the Fiends. Now hero focus going after the Sea Witch. Sea Witch in some trouble. In some big trouble. Forked Lightning turns around, maybe gonna pick off. Oh, gets a Fiend. So did have to spend the town portal there, but knocked out 2 Fiends, only lost 1 archer. Almost took down the Lich as well. Death Knight does have enough mana for a coil. Okay to spend it. Yep, there we go. Very close to the level 2 on the Lich. I wonder if he's going to go for a Frost Armor or Dark Ritual.
Are under attack.
Frost Armor can be very helpful against the bears, but the Dryads have Dispel Tect. It's not going to be useful for very long. Completing off this camp. And an Abomination in the mix with the Disease Cloud already. And Morphing a Destroyer quite early on here. This city statue is completely dry. Not going to be doing much healing.
Forces are under attack.
No expansion, just the Ancient of War up there. Oof, and Snare onto the Destroyer, that is no good. Going hero focus mode though, going after the Sea Witch. Sea Witch in some trouble. Big trouble. What was the demon doing? Demon's got the staff. Oops. Oh no. Going after the Mega Sea Witch now, but yep, that's a free kill basically. We're trying to get out. Striking a little bit low, so are the ghouls. But yeah, where was that demon hunter with the staff? Don't think it was on cooldown.
A player's forces
Pick
are
up the
under
item
attack.
here as well. No, I'm just going to leave it behind. Destroy scouting for the expansion, but it's not there. Okay, now he picks up the mantle. Good. Can put that on the Lich for a bit of extra damage. Is he going to go for the red camp? Looks like it. Goes for the pull. And Moon looks like he's going to go for the same camp on the other side of the map. So not many creeps going to be remaining after these two camps. Just a couple
A player's
small
forces
greens
are
on
under
Moon's
attack.
side. It's going to be all about the fights hereafter. And both players breaking upkeep now. Accelerating up to around 60 food. Wow, look at this. Incredible play by Moon. Pulls the golems out and then blocks them on their run back. So he takes almost no damage fighting that really hard granite golem. And he gets the Pipe of Insight. 120 on the other side. Got Cloak of
Player's
Flames. Not
forces are under attack.
the best. Pipe of Insight though can be quite nice. You know, mass Fork Lightning on the Naga. Oh, going for an expansion, but Moon scouts that very, very quickly. Yeah, Fork Lightning on the Naga, and for bears, like just
town is
endless
under siege.
rejuvenation and raw. It's a pretty nice item for Moon. Not maybe as good as it would be in the hands of 120, but still very, very strong. 120 finds that this camp has
A player's
already been
forces are
crept.
under attack.
And is he looking to get a fight underway? He is at 60 out of 60. And no further ziggurats coming up at the moment. Maybe he wants to build them as expansion if it completes. Got one invul. Two invuls. It's basically the only other thing he needs is maybe a town portal and maybe a heal scroll. Did I miss a ziggurat? How is he at 70 now? Alright,
A
well,
player's
what I
forces
said.
are under attack.
Going up to 70. Yeah, Moon looking to engage, and he's got two mountain giants in the mix as well, with 1-0 upgrades. Drops a ward as well. And the burrowed fiends. Okay, A-bomb out the front, soaking the damage nicely. 1-2-0 kiting back, kiting back. A-bomb getting very, very low. And Death Knight without any more mana now, so comes into the fight after that. And Hunter burns the Sea Witch. A-bomb falling. Bears out the back. A bit low, but alright. And 1-2-0 still kiting. Still trying to hang on. Demon Hunter also getting a little bit low. Good work. Healing up those bears out the back. Demon very, very low. He's alright. Mana potion on the Death Knight. Heals up the Lich. And quite close to another coil, so can heal up that A-bomb as well. And he hangs on. Oh, finds the... one of mana stealing. Invul to save the day. Would that have killed? Yeah, I think it probably would have. That disease cloud keeping the Demon Hunter's health regen in check. And 1-2-0's got the expansion up and running, and look at this, Moon trying to put down an expansion, but instantly scouted by this destroyer, and now maybe even going to get cancelled by it. See an archer heading over there, but I mean that's just going to die to like 2 hits. That's not going to work as a defense mechanism. Does have some juice left in the Moonwells as well, so could have healed that up. Still probably would have lost to the destroyer, but at least it wouldn't have just been free experience. And Moon does indeed cancel. So 1-2-0 got an expansion up and running. Just 3 acolytes at the moment. Pretty good for him. And they're coming in at an even army count at the moment. Both around 70. Ooh, very, very low on the Lich, but Frost Armor, the Coil, and did have the Invul if he absolutely had to pop it. Destroy coming in now, taking quite a lot of damage, and so is the A-Bomb getting very, very low. Fork Lightning to finish the job on the A-Bomb. And that's nothing more to produce the disease cloud. Oh, once again, Lich getting very, very low, but one more coil available. And he's got the mana potion for another one. He's forced off. Midnight getting a little bit low, so is the Lich. Lich in some trouble. Heal scroll though to save the day. He's got that ward down there just in range. Burrow Crypt Fiend is not safe, and here comes another A-Bomb. But we've got Disease Cloud on all of these Night Elf units.
Forces are under attack.
So even as Moon tries to disengage it, oh, what was that? Is that a bear? Killed all of the Acolytes. Okay, well, good split push there by Moon. Taking down the economy as he has to fall back from this fight. And man, he's taking a lot of damage on this Mountain Giant as he has to fall back. And it is daytime, still a long time until night. Pops the Moonstone. But yeah, that A-Bomb does actually fall. So with that, I'd say 1-2-0 is comfortably in the lead. I suppose Moon has invested a little bit into upgrades. And further investing into the reinforced hides. So both players at very similar food counts. But man, these mines on this map, Amazonia, they've got so much gold in them. Can drag games on for a very, very long time. Speaking of gold, Moon's mine about to run dry. Well, 1400 gold left. So at this stage, I imagine he's probably thinking, I'll just run that dry and then walk the Tree of Eternity across. And just as I say that, reaches Nature's Blessing. He's going to be able to make that march a little bit more quickly. And safely, you know, bonus armor. Very helpful on top of the move speed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Finds this little camp. A little bit more experience for the Naga Sea Witch. Destroy doing some scouting. Takes a bit of damage from the Dryads. Hunter also doing some scouting. Very, very close to 5 now on that. The mine just about fully staffed once more. Also got the slow tower there. Just 4, and he's not training another Acolyte. You know, he's at 80 of 80, that's why. Let's try and find some wisps. Some off lumber, and this is where the Brilliant Aura come in and clutch these bears. Able to use so much rejuvenation, which is very helpful on a map with no fountain. I'm trying to use Mountain Giants, having access to that much rejuve. Lightens the load on the Moonwells. And Moon continuing with the upgrades. Go for a further attack upgrade. 1-2-0 going for the first upgrade damage on his fiends. I didn't check the A-bombs, but no. Nothing there. And mixing a meat wagon into the composition now. He's got a lot of statues. Interesting. Okay, Sacrificial Pit coming up at the expansion. Good to put it here, just a bit more blocking for units who want to try and harass this area. It's going to have access to the shades, which can be very helpful for your positioning. You know, when it comes to these big 80 versus 80 fights, coming in on a favorable map position, chokes, not getting caught from behind is very, very important. A shade can basically guarantee you're going to take a good engagement with the vision it provides. Maybe it means you can stop using the destroyers quite so much. But yeah, Moon playing very, very passively at the moment. Just trying to make sure his Tree of Eternity has a safe passageway to the expansion position. And 1-2-0 happy to camp out himself. Expansion mine is run dry and go for further attack upgrade on the fiends. In fact, killing an Acolyte on the way across. Just doesn't really need these anymore. Frees up a bit of space. Maybe we can squeeze in one more fiend with that. Yeah, turning one of those into a shade. Just an observer, I believe. Don't panic. Okay. 2-1 upgrades versus 2-0. And 1-2-0 coming across. But the mine is up and tangling. Trees rooted down. It's going to take some damage here. Forked lightning to start things off. And a coil. Quite a lot of damage on him, but he's got plenty of bears, and they're actually all in druid form at the moment. So easy to heal that up, but he actually opts to spend Moonwell juice. That's interesting. Thought bears would be the right choice. Big nuke on the bear as it transforms, goes down immediately. Demon Hunter not in the fight. Coming in now. Looking for the mana burn. Seals for the Sea Witch. Bear in the north goes down very, very quickly. And they're getting stuffed out. And the A-bombs out the front tanking nicely, but they're getting low now. About to lose that one. Heal scroll though, keeping them alive. Bit of focus fire onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter pulling back with the rejuve. Oh, very well sucked up by the Destroyer. 1-2-0 on point with his micro this fight. Playing incredibly well. Oh man, that bear. How did that survive? Going toe to toe with his A-bomb up here. 2 fiends burrowed in the ground. And 1-2-0 pulling back slightly. Oh, but he's got the ward down. And lose both of those burrowed fiends. Going after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter low, but he's got the invul. No mana on these undead heroes anymore. And that A-bomb up in the north. I think 1-2-0 just flat out forgot about it. Goes down in the 4v1, it looked like it was. Going after the Mountain Giants now. Still got the meat wagon out the back, which is very helpful against those dryads. Spreading the disease cloud as well. Oh, stuff out on that MG. Can't make it home to the Moonwells though. It's a true opportunity here. Switch positions and a bear falling. Death Knight in some trouble, getting quite low here. Up symbol on the Death Knight. Demon Hunter very, very high health. Death Knight, oh, very low. Heal scroll, getting low. Sea Witch doesn't quite have the mana for the forked lightning. And the Demon Hunter chasing after the Death Knight. Death Knight coming back in. Oh, big miss micro there from 1-2-0. Loses the Death Knight. That is incredibly painful.
Players' forces are under attack.
Stuff out by the Demon Hunter. He's morphing back into Druid form. 1-2-0 can't really attack until he's got the Death Knight. And it looks like he's going to buy back from the tavern. Fiend over here, burrowed, gonna get found, gonna get killed. 1-2-0 forgetting about that as well. But he's got the Death Knight back. Oh, look at all these 3 statues with almost no mana left. That is crazy. And there's Shade keeping tabs on Moon's army position.
A town is under siege.
Doesn't want to run all the way forwards with this Ancient of War in this position, so he's going to take the time and kill that before advancing further. Moon coming in from the rear, maybe going to look for a bit of an ambush. And look at that, the Shade peels off as he would have been close to the ward. Very good awareness there by 1-2-0. Fighting back underway. Bear stuffed out, nicely done by Moon, getting into the back line, not much mana on these undead heroes. A-bomb out the front, very, very low. Goes down, but so does a bear. Another A-bomb in some trouble. Death Knight chasing after the Demon. Demon quite low. Roar. Another bear falling. Death Knight very low again. Transfers the invul, and now the Demon Hunter low, but stuffed out. Oof. Lightning takes down last Fiend. And 1-2-0 getting away with a super low A-bomb and Death Knight. Moon had to pull back. Got the Demon Hunter there. Couldn't get the job done. And doesn't have... Oh, did have a couple bears, right? Oof, this one actually getting stuck up here with his True Eternity positioning. Gonna come back, restaff it, reposition it. But yeah, without all those bears, not that easy for him to heal up. The Moonwell's pretty much dry and it is daytime, having to pop another moonstone here. Pop his own stone. Wonder if he's got cannibalize on these A-bombs. I haven't seen it so far, but it can be a good way to heal them up. Oh, he's going to spend a coil on it. Much on some corpses over here at the graveyard.
A player's forces are under attack.
We're doing a bit of scouting here. Speaking of scouting, Shade. Keeping tabs on Moon's army. In terms of army though, 120 at the end of all that, 14 food ahead, so he's looking to be in a very strong position. I think it's because Moon is maybe, what, 3,000 gold behind or so. 120 parlaying that into a larger army at the moment.
Town is under siege.
Even though I did lose the Death Knight, but we did see the Naga go down earlier as well from Moon.
Player's forces are under attack.
So pretty similar in that department, hero losses. Do have to worry about that Demon Hunter getting to level 6, those that very, very close to that currently. And that can be a complete game changer. Metamorphosis. Oh, big Nova Call. Immediately a bear goes down. Fiend in trouble. Also falling quickly. Focus onto the demon. He's out. He's going back and he's got a rejuve. And now he's got the heal potion as well. Going up the front doing some nice work. Stuffed out. One A-bomb does fall. Dryads in the back though, taking some damage now. Two of them going down. Domination also in some trouble. So is the Lich, getting quite low.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hero focus onto the Sea Witch. A-bomb does fall. Naga in some trouble. Naga goes down. We do have Metamorphosis now. And go on the Lich. Wagon going down. Dryads though, he's down to just one. And with that 120 decides to pull back. Look at how many statues he's got. So many of them almost completely dry on mana though. Not terribly useful in these fights. So even though he is 10 food up at the end of that, his army composition is not well suited for fighting. 4 statues, that's 12 food, right? They're 3 food each. Basically, his statue army is the difference in army size at the moment. Buyback on the Naga. Very expensive though, level 5 hero. Here we go, some rejuve up in the base. 120 coming back, looking to apply some more pressure, pumping out the A-bombs, pumping out the fiends. And looking to get the job done, but now after that very expensive buyback, more like 15 or 17 food ahead. So that kill allowing 120 to stretch his lead a little bit. Pulling back though, the Shade providing that sight so helpful. There's another moon, another wisp on the map. Okay, pulling back. Damage onto the demon, but same story here for the abomination. And we've seen constantly 120 did indeed detect frost armor, making Moon forced to dispel that constantly. Spends the Nova on the demon, quite low though after that. We're just trying to stall at the moment. He's kind of feigning strength. Trying to buy some time for his expansion, but his army is quite badly under strength compared to 120, but here we go. We do still have to consider all these useless statues not really contributing much, so maybe it's not quite as bad as it appears, and bringing in a ghoul there. The Dark Ritual on the Lich. Moon coming around the rear, but 120 prepared for that thanks to the Shade. And instantly pounces on the Demon Hunter. Big damage. has to pull back with that. Stuff out on the bear. Going after the mountain giant now. And this Naga Seawitch, look at how fast she is. With the boots, with the high level aura. Can chase down mountain giants for days. Oh, big nuke. Bear goes down immediately. A-bomb's in some trouble though. Fighting underway. I imagine Moon has the ultimate again on his hero. So even though a little bit under strength here, that could be a deciding factor in this next fight. And there we go, he pops it. He's in a good position here, or maybe not. Decides to pull back a little bit, play it safe. Staying aggressive though. Still got the boots on the Demon Hunter, so very, very fast able to chase down this Undead army, but Undead army is on the run itself with the high level aura, helping him run away, avoid this damage. Metamorphosis about halfway through the duration. Looking for the kill on this abomination. Oh, now going for the Lich, but Death Knight has some mana. Keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Oh, but the A-bomb does end up going down.
A player's forces are under attack.
So it did buy Moon quite a lot of time. But now 1-2-0, going to turn things around. Did get one kill with that. But still 10 food behind. 1-2-0 doesn't have a huge amount of consumables. 2 involves at the moment, but no amount of potions, no heal scrolls. And there is Cannibalize, what I was talking about earlier. Taking it now. Heal up this super low A-bomb. Spare some mana on the Death Knight. That's a good idea. Shade, as always, keeping tabs on Moon's army. And yes, still plenty of gold left on these mines, man. 20k in them. Whereas, you know, on a lot of other maps, maybe with like 12k, we'd be getting a bit low, but still plenty of fighting to come. Thanks to huge gold reserves. Wow, Darkfred chilling off another ghoul there. He's going to be quite low on lumber production, but well, it doesn't even matter, does it? He's got 3k lumber. Don't have to worry about that for a very long time. Still got 2 ghouls as well. So that Lich is well stocked on mana coming into this next big fight. Speaking of well stocked though, Moon also with a pretty healthy army. But he's almost 20 food behind. Do have a lot of statues though. I keep saying that, but 4 statues for 1-2-0, so maybe not quite so lopsided.
A
little bit slow coming into this one. Wanted to pick up that mana potion before engaging. Good burn from the Demon Hunter to start things off. Death Knight doing a good job staying out of range of the Demon though. Keeping his mana reserves high. There we go. And then having to mana burn the Lich. And then Low had to spend their health potion. And these bears in some trouble. 1-2-0 surging forwards. Looking to seal the match here. Where's this demon going?
Forces
Going
are
for
under
a
attack.
very long run around. Trying to keep it safe. Zero keeping on the pressure. Oh, taunting. Turning those A-bombs around. The fork lightning is nasty. Big damage. But here we go. Fighting back underway. Early focus onto the demon. Another metamorphosis. And the Undead army on the run. This A-bomb going down this one briefly using Cannibalize. Cancels that. Bit of focus onto the demon. Forces the reposition. But we're going to see another A-bomb form. Perhaps. Death Knight spends the mana potion. No, Dark Rituals it to deny the experience. Bit of focus onto the demon again, but he's so beefy with that metamorphosis active. Focus now onto the bears. Destroyers coming in. Another A-bomb falling. A lot of A-bombs going down here for 1-2-0, and the army size are almost even because of that. What did he lose? Like 3 or 4 A-bombs in this fight? Okay, good work there, sucking off the rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter, but very, very healthy. Okay, Lich takes the coil. And the heal scroll. Is that going to be the turning point for 120? Heal scroll on Moon's side as well. Bear getting quite low, so is an A-bomb. Stuff out on that bear. A-bomb in trouble. A-bomb. Turns back around from the taunt. Still alive. A bear went down, I think. So is a Dryad. A-bomb does finally fall. Okay, a bit of focus fire onto the Demon again. Demon quite low. Oh, onto the Naga now. Naga in trouble. And Moon has to run. Stuff out on that low health bear. A-bomb's on the run, but I think 120 senses a shift in momentum here. Surging forwards. Stuff out on that, but he's not entirely safe, that stuff. Let's manage to make it back home. And oh, look at this really good blocking on the Mountain Giant with the cold arrow, with the statue. Mountain Giant could go down here basically for free. Hunter comes back in, spends the coil to finish the job on the MG before the Mind Burn came through. Very well played by 120, and now looking for the kill on the tree once again. Actually got a low health bear up here as well. Which could be a basically free kill. Destroyer heading up there to finish the job on that. And Moon needs to keep this tree alive. Coming back. But he is quite far behind. 14 foot or so behind. And under pressure. Tree taking a lot of damage. About to go under half health. Moon coming around. Looking for a good angle. But once again that shade providing some really nice sight. 120 pulling back now so he doesn't get stuck up here. Require a TP, which I don't think he has. So he has to play very cautiously with his position. And thanks to that shade he's able to do exactly that. Oh, good nuke onto the Demon early. Demon takes the Fork Lightning as well and a lot of trouble. Pops a Metamorphosis though, gets the health boost from that. But still quite low. He's got the Invol as well. It's quite low as well. Pops the Invol in quite a compromised position, trying to get around to a safer one. Bear falling. A-bomb in some trouble. Fork Lightning finishes the job on that one. This one turning around by the taunt. Dark Ritual though kills it. Statue not so lucky. So Moon hangs in there once again. He's 10 food down, but the Metamorphosis keeping him safe. But 120, he's gearing up for another push, and this time without the Metamorphosis. How was Moon going to hang in there? Oof, there we go. Pops the dust, takes care of the shade. I wonder if he's going to rebuild there. Yep, instantly rebuilding the Acolyte, going to build another shade. That's how much he values the positioning information that's giving him in these fights, allowing him to fight so many fights without a town portal. Just doesn't even need that expense. Thanks to the intel from the shade, constantly positioning himself super nicely. Okay, so he's got a heal scroll and a potion of healing on the Naga and an Invol on the Demon Hunter. Maybe we'll see him dodge one of these nukes with it. Dodge a coil. Going forwards, and Moon did take the time to repair up his gold mine here, so don't have to worry about that going down quickly. But here comes 120, looking to do some damage.
A town is under siege.
And 10 food ahead.
Are under attack.
Going after the tree once again. Moon coming across to engage. Once again trying to weasel his way into the position. Cut off the escape route. 120 pulling back. And focusing down the Demon a lot. Splitting him off from the rest of the army. And now engaging without the Demon there. Big nuke onto the bear. Instant death. These bears are tumbling down. Dying so quickly. Glitch quite low, but a coil. Back up to full. Demon taking some focus fire now. Big nuke on him as well. The Nova, but that's level 6 on the Night Elf Naga. Oh, even very, very low. Oh, and the Nova finishes the job. Demon Hunter goes down. And that is very, very painful for Moon. Chasing down these bears now. Moon on the run with his Sea Witch. And going for the Altar Revive. That's going to take a very, very long time. And look at this 1-2-0 coming in from 2 angles here. Trying to cut off the Naga Sea Witch's escape. Doesn't have much mana left. Oh, the coil. Naga Sea Witch on the run. She doesn't have the boots.
Forces are under attack.
Having trouble with the super fast Undead army. The cold arrow coming through. Turn around and the Naga Sea Witch goes down as well. And with that, 1-2-0 is sitting pretty in such good position. 15 food ahead. Both Night Elf heroes down. And a commanding lead. But he's got to try to fight this one out. You know, this is WGL. This is one of the biggest tournaments of the year. And in the quarterfinals, so he doesn't want to give up so easily. Especially on a match like this, you know. We're at 41 minutes into this cast, so... oh, you don't want to quit on a game like this. If you think you got a chance of winning it,
forces are under
definitely want to go for that win. And Moon, look at this, splitting off his army, going to harass this because he knows he can't fight head to head against the Undead army. Going for the Undead expansion while 1-2-0 goes for his, which is a very good idea. Wait until that Demon Hunter's back, and he's actually getting quite close to coming out. But wow, 2-0 just sending the 2 heroes down here. Takes care of the tree. Looks like he's going to go chasing after the bear with the Nova. I was going to say, like, I think he needs to make a Sea Witch back here. She's so good at chasing down these mountain giants with the cold arrow.
Under attack.
Oh, he's going to get that bear with the... oh, here comes the demon. Staffing into the action. Metamorphosis. Oh, but that's a big chunk of nuke on the demon immediately. He's got the invul though. Turning tail and running for the moment. It turns the focus onto the Dryads. They're also not so healthy, and so is the mountain giant. Going down very quickly. Coil, once again, no dodge from Moon. Running back to the Moon. We're also pretty well stocked. But I mean, I know this is Superman, but I don't think even he can work this miracle with no gold mine anymore. I think Moon has no chance whatsoever. And once again, trying to come back in here, harass the acolytes again, but we've only got one acolyte over here at the moment. 1-2-0 hip to these movements. Bit of blocking even with this acolyte that was coming across.
A player's forces are under attack.
Going for those Dryads. 1-2-0 is mining, Moon is not. Does have the Naga Sea Witch coming back from the altar. Maybe that's why he's waiting for one last roll of the dice. Popping out one last Dryad as well. Or 2 last Dryads, in fact. But yeah, he is just so far behind. 20 food now. It's going to stretch even further thanks to the mining from 1-2-0. This hero is pretty high on mana also. It'll be very, very tricky. But here we go. Moon coming through. Of course, the Shade well aware of these movements, and he doesn't have like any mountain giants or bears to soak the damage on the front line. Gonna make this fight very, very tough. The Demon Hunter is going to have to show his strength here. Maybe with the level 3 evasion he could get a little bit more done, but not quite there yet. Not quite level 7. Oh, there we go. Dodges that very effectively. But then that just turns the focus fire onto the Naga Sea Witch. She gets stuffed out immediately. Invul's gone on the demon. Moon sees that it's helpless. Finally throws in the towel. Hopeless, rather. But yeah, there we go. What a fight from 1-2-0. Just some incredible battles from both players the entire match. You know, huge 60 to 80 food fights constantly. Just such an exciting match too. Very, very well played. We'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.